Somebody needs to hear this. God is about to transform your finances, but you need to hear this message first. I just came across this word from the prophetic chef, and I have to share this. I gotta double it and give it to the next person. Don't depend on yourself, depend on the Lord. Release your control to the Lord. You get paid to exist because your overflow comes from spirit. God says you cannot operate the way that the world does when it comes to money. Every ounce of overflow and abundance you receive is from the Lord. It is not yours. You are only the vessel that was granted authority over your abundance. You have been marked to be used for kingdom purposes. You have not been assigned to hustle, grind, or take matters into your own hands in regards of finance. Most have been conditioned to wait for no one and not even the Lord, and to believe that their security lies in control. But that control is really bondage. You do not control your finances, the Lord does. The more you relax, the more you receive. When bills are due, you do not scramble. When things slow down, you do not panic. The kingdom of heaven operates differently. The more you release control, the more the Holy Spirit sustains. The more you depend on the Lord, the more Spirit moves in ways that are supernatural and that don't make sense. Stay with me, y'all. All of the Holy Spirit's children must go through the testing and pruning of surrendering their finances to the Lord so that the worldly mindset can break and be rebuilt in a kingdom mindset that cannot be shaken. When the Holy Spirit blesses, God needs to know that you are not attached to the blessing. When Spirit says give, do not hesitate. When Spirit tells you to pour into something or into someone, you will not question it because you understand that it was never yours, and all of your blessings and abundance comes from the Lord. Before Spirit releases the wealth to you, Spirit must first release the hold that money has over you. Because if you still seek to control your finances while doing kingdom work, you'll start believing that you made yourself successful, that it's your money, your effort, your achievement. And when you believe that, you stop answering to Spirit. If you have no identity without money and haven't learned to recognize the Lord's hand when you have nothing, then when the money comes, you will be a slave to whatever identity you allow money to place onto you. And Spirit cannot use you in that state. You have been taught to move in kingdom flow, where you trust, release, and move in unwavering faith, knowing that your God is a God of abundance. When you fully surrender, lack will no longer shake you, and you will walk freely because you know who your source is. And this is a crazy message because I've been getting messages of suddenly, and I know some of y'all probably have too. Suddenly, God is going to give you the overflow that you have been praying for, but you need to remember this message, okay? Even Madonna talked about this in one of her interviews. She said, you are not the owner of your talents. You are not the owner of your blessings. You are only the manager. You allow yourself to be a vessel for the Spirit to move through you. Because when you run to say, I did that, this was my thing, I accomplished this came from me, you lose it. You have a kingdom assignment and the Lord is using you as a vessel. Everything that you do, every gift that you have, every idea that you have comes from source, comes from something much greater than you. It's not just you. Nobody is really self-made. This is why this overflow that's going to come in is not going to make sense. It's not going to make sense to people. It's not going to make sense to the world. But listen to this message. And for those of y'all who have been called to leave your 9 to 5, to depend on God, to start that business, to start whatever it is that you have been being called to do, this is your confirmation. Do not be so worried about, oh, where's the money going to come from? It's not going to make any sense. And it's not going to come from the world's way of thinking. It's not going to come from the world's way of getting money and hustling and all of this stuff. The Lord will provide for you. The Lord is calling you to this because you have a kingdom assignment that you will be funded by God. You will be funded by source. Your bankroll, your paycheck is not a regular paycheck. Your paycheck doesn't come from regular places. Your paycheck is supernatural. And you have to be able to trust God and surrender to God during this process so that this can come in for you. God bless. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace.